Chemistry is fundamental to the telling of a romance. The great unknown question is what are your two young stars going to be like when you actually sort of put them together? You've got to make a love story between two people who make music together. So I was very intrigued, meeting Zach. Let's face it, he's such a personable young man, and he's the epitome of politeness and good manners and courteous behavior and all those things that make him so accessible to his fan base in quite a remarkable way. And I've had to ask him to play against all of those natural instincts of his.
I mean, initially when I looked at this part, I thought there was no way that I could do this. I didn't think I should. The more I talked to Scott and watched some of Scott's work, I realized that I was definitely intrigued.
Zach is a delight, and I've been told by so many other people that had worked with him that he was. And I think there's something about actors who sing that there's a wonderful freedom that comes with that, and there's a great joy.
I think when he decided to do this, he pursued it in a really smart way that wasn't such a ridiculous reach for somebody that's sort of a teen idol.
I've never seen those High School Musical movies. And I knew of him, and he certainly does have a reputation. He's very famous, but I didn't know any of his work, really.
I'm Beth.
Logan.
So showing up to the test, I didn't know him as that teenager. I didn't know him as that guy. I only knew him as what I saw, which was a man.
Is there going to be any chemistry? Is there, it's human beings, being who they are. It's a completely unpredictable, imponderable question. So it was with bated breath, that I waited to see how they would be together, and we did quite extensive testing of Taylor with Zach in order to gauge that. So we shot some scenes together.
Well, Zeus here is way too well-behaved to need training, so I'm guessing that you're here to board him?
No, I'm not going anywhere. I just got here from a little town called Avondale.
And it was immediately apparent that they sparked off each other. You could feel it, it's the glint in the eye, or the relaxed sort of feel between takes as well.
Zach's like a really, really generous scene partner.
We were very physically connected to the characters at that point.
I felt really comfortable to kind of try things and make choices.
Zach and Taylor have wonderful chemistry, and Riley, it's just very lovely.
We already knew you were the girl. Said it good.
No, I didn't.
What?
I did not.
What?
Know that it was me.
You didn't.
No.
I know it was a big joke. We all played on you.
Oh, it was a big joke. Finally, they're letting me in on it. I mean, they could have saved me so much. It's good.
And there's always a question if it's going to work and what it's going to look like. But it was one of those moments where you look at her and you say, she's a star and she's the character, and we looked at her face and we felt this is a young woman that, Logan would walk across the country to find.
She was one of those names of people. She'd come out of Fordham. Not like, her parents aren't famous actors or anything like that, but she was somebody whose raw talent had really turned a lot of people's heads.
I mean, personally, she's just fun to be around. She's very intelligent. She's very funny.
Well, when this guy first walks up, initially it's probably, he's cute.
I find that I'm learning a lot from Taylor, which is always refreshing in your leading lady.
When I got this part, I anticipated a lot of intense scenes, and I knew that was going to be happening. I knew the challenges of playing this character. What I didn't completely anticipate was how much fun this was going to be.
It's fun. I like her style. I like what she does. She's very improvisational.
It is wild and crazy and funny. It's all of those things.
I'm so happy that I got to work with her at this point in time.
He's just an incredibly talented actor that I get to play opposite of, so I'm really lucky. I'm really lucky. I'm the lucky one. Bring it back. Let's bring it back home. I am the lucky one.